Alex. Goodbye.
There you are. Hello, it's me, Nikki. This is the third time that I've done the intro to this. So, I think I stammered on there for a few minutes about some stuff. Anyways, kind of getting back into the filming process, but this is kind of a long video. It's like 13 minutes of me talking, and then 13 or 14 minutes, and then I'm gonna do a slideshow at the end of it. So grab a cup of coffee or a Dr. Pepper or whatever it is that you need to grab, and just sit back and listen and enjoy. And yeah, I'm gonna try to do these every single month, so I'm gonna try to get shorter at them, and I think that I will. Obviously this month I had to kind of introduce how school was going and what we're doing and who we have, so I'm sure September will go by much easier. Like August homeschool month, and how it went and what happened and how to go, and I'm really wanting to do this every single month because I think that it's going to be good to go back and look at them all and see like how everything is. But as we know from last year, I'm not super good at remembering to do them. I remember like in the middle of the month, the next month, which it is currently the middle of the next month. I'm shedding like a crazy person. So I wear my hair up 99% of the time, and today is Saturday, and it's like probably the first quiet Saturday that we've had. I can't even think of the last time that I did not have anything planned. So that's not to say the morning wasn't chaotic, because this morning I had 10 children. This morning I had 10 children. So it's not to say that my life isn't chaotic. It's just that right now, in this moment, it's quiet. Brooke and the boys are all at the church working. They're getting some stuff done, and because we had a sleepover with cousins last night, I have 2 of my 3 little ones are napping, and Elizabeth and Melody are watching Madeline. So I thought I would come in here and just kind of give you an overview of how August went. So I actually brought in my calendar with me so that I can remember what August looked like. And so if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at my August calendar. I will, after I talk, I'll just put in like little clips, video clips or pictures of how the month went. Some of them will be oriented correctly, and I have to remember to orient them correctly. Some of them I did like a little Insta story video, and that's why they're oriented that way. So, but because it is a nice quiet day, I decided not to put on makeup. I'm sorry, guys. But oh well, what are you gonna do? So yeah, so August started out, and I had a whole plan done, ready. I knew exactly what we were gonna do. The weekend before school started, I scrapped the entire thing. Not totally. Hear what I'm saying. I moved everything. I readjusted my calendar. I readjusted my life because I realized I did not have as many hours in my day as I really needed to do what I wanted to do. So I changed it all. And so I decided to let them have that the last day of July, first week of August off, and redid things. And in doing that, I also painted our schoolroom and got it mostly prepared. You can see like I still have stacks of books right here. Like these are all the things for the spring semester. These are things for the fall semester up here. Those are just our read alouds for the fall semester. So those are all of our Bible things. Those are more spring stuff. And then underneath it, I have all of like just our extra little readers and chapter books and all of that kind of stuff. And so Melody is building a project, so you can see that right there. I have all of their stuff. So I'll go through a room tour, which I know that I said prior to this, but I'll go through a room tour and show it to you. Right now my daughter is doing a project. She's building a Revolutionary War fort. And so I literally have sticks and hot glue and rubber bands all over my table. I did put in one of my old dining room tables into here. This is a really small room, but it works out well for one-on-one learning, or while I'm teaching like one-on-one subjects, I can do with the kids in here. And sometimes I have little ones playing under my feet, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes they're playing in the living room. Sometimes I've employed a teenager to play with them while I'm trying to get something done. So I did wait a week. So we didn't actually start school until August 6th, and we started school August 6th, and we didn't just have our 5 kids that are in school, because of course my oldest is graduated. He is waiting till the spring to start some classes, so he's interning with my husband and doing a lot of computer work and that type of stuff, learning all of the different things that Brooke does. But I do have a second 3-year-old that is with us every single day, or 5 days a week. And so she is doing school with Jackson. They're doing pre-K stuff, but they're both doing really, really well. So we'll start with them. So that's Jackson and Faith. Jackson and Faith are doing super well. They are both doing pre-K work, like learning their letters, shapes, colors, all of those things. They know a lot of their shapes. They know a lot of, they know all of their colors already. But, like re-going over all of that, learning each individual letter. I'm not expecting them to learn how to write their names yet or anything like that, but they're learning how to, try to color towards staying inside the lines. Faith is all over. She's going to color everything one color. And Jackson is like, he wants to just draw lines and everything, so he's not really into like coloring as much as drawing. Maybe he'll be an earlier writer. And so we have that going with them. And so I do school with them, and I usually do it together. If she's not here, then of course I don't. She just got a baby brother, so sometimes she's not here, sometimes she is here. And but starting, I think at the end of October, maybe mid-October, I will have her and her little brother full-time with us. So then we'll have a newborn also that we're doing, that'll be in our lives. And you know how newborns are. So with Riley, she is really doing year 2 of kindergarten through the Waldorf curriculum. I don't really truly expect a ton as far as like writing and reading. I'm really letting her have a delayed academics in that. She just kind of needs it. She has a ton of energy, so a lot more hands-on projects, like little hands-on projects all throughout the day, and a lot of getting up and a lot of running around. And that's okay, because she just turned 6 last Saturday, and she's just not ready to sit down. And that's all right. I'm perfectly okay with that. That's why I homeschool my kids, is I get the freedom to work with them with what they need. Elizabeth is doing super great in the 3rd grade. She loves it. She is reading chapter books regularly now. The end of last year, she was just starting to like the idea of a chapter book, but it was almost daunting to her. Throughout the summer, she really practiced reading a ton, and she is my only child that I've had so far that really wants to be tested in everything. So I have super bad test anxiety. 2 of my kids have very bad test anxiety. So I've never been one to be like, well, then this is going to be our test and this is going to be our test. I always just, we do the subject until you can know it fluently. So she's all about being tested on things. So that's been a new adventure. She always makes a new adventure for me. And so with the little ones, we're doing a lot of, I think we read, what did we read? We read Mary Poppins last month, and we read one of the Little House in the Big Woods. And so we read, okay, Melody is in the 11th grade. I can't believe that she's in the 11th grade. I am sure that I have said no less than 10 times, Isn't she still in kindergarten? Isn't she just in kindergarten this year? I don't know that I'm ready for her to graduate. Definitely not ready for Tyler to graduate, and that's this year. But Melody is doing U.S. history this whole year. U.S. history and geography and everything like that as a main topic, and then we'll have smaller topics in between. So I'm doing obviously a lot of read alouds with that, and Elizabeth Elizabeth for sure is listening to all of the read alouds. She's doing a lot of the projects. Riley listens to most of the read alouds. Sometimes she just plays blocks. Sometimes she takes a nap. Jackson and Faith are really just 3, and so they're just living life around us. Sometimes they play under the table in like a little fort, and that's okay. And then, of course, Tyler is a senior. Oh, gosh, Tyler's a senior. I can't believe baby number 2 is about to graduate, and it makes me so sad and so excited and so proud. So he is twice a week interning at my husband's office, so twice a week I don't even see him. And then 3 days a week he's doing, just whatever his basics are that he needs to be finishing up before he graduates. And yeah, so that's basically it. We did school pictures. We did not go on any field trips. We did do one co-op. Oh, I started a co-op this year. I don't know how I feel about doing a co-op yet, because so far we've gone to 1 and I've missed like 4. So I always feel bad when we miss them, and so then eventually I drop out of the co-op because I don't like missing them. I don't want somebody to depend on us to be there and have us not be there. But a lot of the time, it's hard for me to get everybody there and going. So Tyler is definitely not joining us for the co-ops. It would be way too much oversensory for him. Melody is joining me, but she's really just joining me as my helper. She's really not doing the co-op. It is a co-op for the little kids. Really mostly for Riley and Elizabeth, although Jackson and Faith love it. So the one that we did go to, we made tie-dyed t-shirts, and so I'll insert a little bit from that. I think I showed that during our first week of homeschooling, maybe the second week of homeschooling. Anyways, I think I showed that before, but I'll put some little clips in there from that. So we are getting going. We're now very much in a routine, very much in a rhythm. There are days that are definitely easier than others, obviously, like it always is with homeschooling, but totally worth it. We're having a great time. So now starts September. Like I said, we're actually mid-month. It is already September 15th, so we're literally middle of the month. But it's going really well. And so I will try to, the first week of October, film this for September and upload that one, but we'll see how I do it. And so yeah, so that's what we're doing. Like I said, I'm going to show some clips and some pictures of what we have done during August, and I hope that you are having a great Saturday. I hope it's quiet. I know that I am, and I'm waiting for my husband to come with a Dr. Pepper, because he just called me and told me he was going to bring me a Dr. Pepper for while I plan out next week's lessons and stuff in the week. Like we have, different activities that we're doing. So yeah, so that's what we're doing, and I hope you enjoyed the little slideshow and everything. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye. Faith, what is it that you're making?
An apple.
An apple. Can you say apple?
Apple.
Good job. Jackson, what are you making?
Apple.
Apple? What color is your apple?
Wood.
Can you say apple?
Apple.
Good job. I-B-L-E. I love my B-I-B-L-E.
I don't want to make it yellow.
Well, that's the color we're working with today.
I love yellow.
You love yellow?
I want to do it.
All right, let's see
Yellow's
yellow.
not my favorite.
It isn't? What is your favorite?
Not yellow, pink.
Okay, well, maybe we could do pink a different day, okay?
Okay.
We're going to do yellow today. And I'm going to show you a really cool trick with yellow later. Hey, let me see your tree puzzle. Did you guys make this whole puzzle?
Yeah.
Wow.
Molly, quit jumping roll.
Did you write?
My verse.
Your Bible verse. Okay, it says, what time is this? So remember, you gotta count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20,
25.
30.
35, 40.
Okay, so it's
240.
240. Good job. Okay, so 240. Honey, if you tilt it just a little bit this way, you won't run into that as much. You'll be able to do it a little easier if it's tilted. If you keep it straight up and down, that's when you have a hard time writing.
Shoot the shorts, shoot
And y'all
off,
can
shoot.
trade places.
You can trade places and, okay, move down. You shot the red, move down. Don't
Not
shoot each
working?
other.
Hey, Desiree, back up. That's too close to it. Y'all need to squirt it
There.
like crazy.
No, you already did yours.
Darcy, can see all those pink dots? Those are cute.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right, good job. Now you're gonna take these raindrops that have the number, and look, each one of them has the number of dots. So there's 5, and there's 5 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're gonna glue it underneath.
Let's go. Yes, let's go.
You're gonna glue it like this on the side of your number. See? And then you have 6. and you're gonna glue it to the side, just like that. Do you see that? Liz, what you working on?
A puzzle.
What is it of?
You
try again.
And if you like, you can now also animate the rotation.
There you go. Jump, sissy.
Ready, do
Jump.
number 1.
Only what else am I supposed to do? I can't jump, otherwise I
Jump.
I hit my head on the tree.
Jump.
Go, Jess.
Stop, guys, I'm mixing.
You're getting me. Don't get me. I got my phone.
Oh, you jumped.
You have to use the bigger numbers first.
Right. 6 take away 4. It's 2.
Okay.
2, 4,
Okay.
6,